Hey, everybody, we're back with the Hidden Threads podcast, and we got some great stuff to talk about today.
Oh, yeah.
Victoria with her Harley jacket on.
And Mackie got a new addition to the family.
A new baby.
A new baby.
They're like, what's this old man doing having babies? No, I don't know. Some of y'all, we dabble in the horse world a little bit. We've got a quarter horse my daughter trains on, and we got a Mustang that our trainer has here. He just kind of hangs out and eats. And then we got a new American Belgian colt. He's about 6 months old.
He's huge.
I wouldn't say he's big. He's going to be real big.
Very big.
But yeah, he came from a rescue situation, pretty scrawny. But we'll have him fat and sassy here before you know it.
Yeah, they're so cute.
But so Victoria, have you done any Harley riding lately?
No, it's been too cold, in my opinion.
Too cold?
Yeah, and it's a summertime thing.
You stay cold all the time anyway, so
I know.
I can imagine if you're in the wind in the wintertime.
I can't put myself in situations like that.
All right. So today, what is it we're getting into? I need a drink.
We're going to jump into our background checks, our TLO system, some Aliquot.
TLO and Aliquot.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll start with TLO in the first part.
Yeah.
All right. So TLO is a system we use from TransUnion. So a lot of law enforcement uses it. Federal agencies use it. If some of y'all are familiar that are out there, dealt with been involved in law enforcement or federal agencies, you probably heard of Clear. Very similar to that. So Clear or TLO, if I put in Victoria's name and date of birth, it tells me everywhere she's ever lived, phone number, gives me all of her email addresses, work history. We'll get into work history in just a bit. Who she's associated with, family members, their addresses.
Everything I've driven.
Victoria's very familiar with this software. Bankruptcies. It doesn't tell you divorces, which kind of frustrates me a little bit.
Yeah.
But we have to go out and find those. But the reason why they don't, marriage records, divorce records are state by state and even county by county. So,
gotcha.
But they can be a little more manual to go out and find those. But we do, and I'll talk about those. But TLO is what we call an aggregator. It takes all the public information available and puts it in one place for us, and does a great job of that too. It can even do a social media comprehensive report where it tells us all the accounts, social media accounts associated with that person. Now, it doesn't tell us fake accounts if they created under a false name.
Yeah, we
get those asked a lot. What if they got a false name? Well, I don't know. I do not have a magic wand to tell me false names,
right?
Unless you can give it to me,
yeah.
But we can do that. The big thing we use it for is location. All right. We'll have people come in and they'll say, my sister's been missing. I'm going to reconnect with my sister. They're adults or whatever. We can punch their name, date of birth, and it gives us exactly where they live today.
Yeah.
It goes off of what we call, I've drawn a blank, Victoria. Help me out here.
Like the USPS change of address.
It goes off the U.S. Postal Service change of address, wherever you open utilities. That could be a cell phone, electricity, gas bill, those kind of things. It goes off of those records. So why did I go blank, Victoria?
It's just one of those days.
It is?
It is.
Mid-holiday slump, yes, I guess you'd say.
That's it.
I've eaten too much the last few days, is what it is. My brain's not working. But yeah, it's what it uses is those utilities, postal service, those kind of things. What if it gives us a P.O. box?
It does give us P.O. boxes a lot at the time.
What if the client only has a P.O. box?
They haven't done a change of address then, right?
No, if they have a P.O. box, I get to say, I only have a P.O. box. Well, give it to me and they'll tell me their real address. It does. TLO does.
So you haven't done too much into all that.
Victoria's learning as we go, y'all.
I am.
Right?
I really am. I know we can do help. TLO will let you check kind of if like a business is real as well.
It does business record searches. Now, a lot of that information is available on most states' websites, but TLO gives us a little more into that. It tells us, so a lot of states, the owners of the business or principals they won't make their name visible, but TLO tells us who they are, who the actual owners were, the major shareholders, those kind of things.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal when people are getting divorced and they're tracking down money and how much money they're going to get. It's a big deal. Phone numbers are a big thing. So we get people, they'll say, hey, my husband's been calling these phone numbers. Who are they? And they'll give us a list of numbers and we'll put them in TLO. It tells us exactly who they are.
Yeah.
Unless it's a burner number, which today's burners are your applications, your apps.
Yeah.
Text Now subscribers, it won't tell us who owns a Text Now account.
Yeah, those Text Now numbers.
Yeah. That's the new burner. That's the new drug dealer phone, right?
So true, yeah.
But Text Now or there's a few others out there, it won't tell you who owns those. And that's why people use it, because of the anonymity of those services. So yeah, it does work. And once we run a phone number and we find out who that person is, we can tell you all about them and tell you where they live and all those things. Tag numbers, we use that quite a bit.
Yes.
And when we're out on site and we're seeing cars over at people's houses late at night, we run those tags and tell you exactly who they are and what they're all about using TLO. That's a big thing when we're talking custody. When people staying overnight, we don't have to see the person in the bed with the person or on the couch.
Right.
We just run that tag number and it tells us exactly who it is. And we show that over and over and over again. So
when you put that in front of the courts, it's hard to say, well, they're not doing anything.
Yeah, they're not staying over. Well, did your car get stolen or what?
Right.
So, I got an itchy ear here, Victoria. There we go. Yeah, so we've had a lot of success with TLO, and we get a lot of people call us, and we give them pretty much instant results, and they love it. And if you call, and Victoria's the one that answered, you want one of these, she can get a result to you while you're on the phone. If you get
very fast.
If you get 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So
a lot of the calls that come through are just like small claims court. I'm suing someone and I need the address to have them served. That's what a lot of it is.
How much is it, Victoria, to do this for us?
$225.
$225. We do some discounts for volume type and for employee. We use these for employee backgrounds too. Companies will call us and say, hey, I want to do an employee background, and they send us 4 or 5 of these a month, so we give them a little bit off. But and they're in one of our networking groups, we'll do it. We'll give them a discount because we see them every day and know they're going to continue sending us business that way. But this one where you call in and we take time and do this for you, it's more expensive than you're going to get online. Right? What's the difference though than been verified and Scope Now and these others that you see online?
There's so much more information in TLO.
TLO is real-time data. It's now. All right. If you get on been verified and some of these others you see advertised on social media, that's often is old data. It's old. The addresses are years old on there, where TLO is right now.
Current.
Okay. And we've tracked people across the United States using TLO. They would move to Missouri. We'd see an address. We'd run it again a few weeks later. Now they're in Oregon. And they're running away from something or trying to not be found, but we can find them. Typically because people register their phone number or something for some utility, because a lot of people don't like going without Wi-Fi, gas to heat their house, those kind of things.
Right.
Or electricity. People like that stuff.
The necessities.
Yeah. So it hits that system and we can tell you where they are.
I had a woman call in last week, and she was a manager of an apartment complex, and they had someone that was getting evicted who, he looked good on paper, and then they had me background check him, and he did not really work where he said he worked, this, that, and the other. So
yeah. So it does tell you evictions as well. If you were renting from a legitimate company and you skipped out or did something to get evicted, it shows up on there, the evictions. In the second part of this, we're going to get into judgments and bankruptcies a little bit, but the work part of it. So it does tell us where the person worked in their work history. If they were a W-2 employee, if they're working under the table, getting cash, it's not going to show up on there. He has to be registered with the IRS through a W-2. So if I pulled Victoria's today, it would show she worked for me. And show that she worked for what was that? Not NASA.
Oh, the Space and United
Space
States
and Rocket Center.
Yeah.
She's not a NASA scientist. She could be if she put her mind to it.
Oh, no. I'm not built for that.
You're not built for that? Okay. Or it shows your work history if it was a legitimate workplace.
But not if I'm working for Bobby down the street and he gives me $300 cash. That's not the same.
Yeah, if you clean Bobby's gutters out every once in a while and get $300, not going to show up. Why'd you use the name Bobby?
I don't know. I just felt right.
Robert.
Oh, Robert.
But yeah, so that's a little bit about it. We got a lot more to talk about in this regard, but we're going to take a break and we'll be back in just a second.
Peace.
Yep, safe online dating. It's a big deal. So maybe you met the person of your dreams on Tinder or one of the other platforms, and you're getting ready to meet up with them in person. Or maybe you've been in a long distance online relationship with them. You just want to know who they are. Well, we have a tool called TLO XP. It's only available to federal agents, police forces, and private investigators. Hey, that's me. And we can tell you about their bankruptcies, judgments, evictions, divorces, arrest record, important things you need to know before spending any more time with this person. All right, get to know who they are and confront them with it. or just break up with them, whatever your choice is. But you have to call us or fill out the information on the link below. You're going to hear from a real private investigator that's going to go over this data with you, go over the pricing options with you, and get the information you need to be safe online. Don't wait any longer. Click the link or give us a call to get started. The number is 866-910-7499. Again, 866-910-7499, or click the link. Hope to talk to you soon. All right, everybody, we're back from our little break.
Yeah.
Victoria just told me something. She said if she had to do it all over again, she'd be a pilot.
It sounds like a sick life.
A sick life.
Gnarly,
dude. All that. A pilot. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to be it'd be fun to be an aviator, just to go fly when I wanted. I don't want to do it for a job, though.
You think you get sick of it?
Yeah, and I just hate the airport.
That's fair. As a pilot, though, you get to skip all that.
Really? I don't know. It's just going there and all that. And
I mean, it is not
flying
a good
used to be fun when I was younger, and then the terrorists ruined it for us.
Yeah.
Now they're checking my stupid shoes and stuff. But
yeah, it's not that fun.
It's not. I traveled a lot going overseas, and I just got tired of it. So, but all right, we're back talking more about TLO. So the next, it gives us so much information. The next we'll get into is bankruptcies.
Yes.
It does show us about bankruptcies. We get a lot of people that are wanting to hire people for work, or they're renters or whatever. And it does not give us a credit report. All right? We're not a credit reporting agency. That's a whole other thing. But it will tell us if they have a bankruptcies or several of them.
People also always ask, is this pulling my credit? I'm like, no.
And that's not pulling your credit.
Yeah.
It does not affect, but it does tell us if the person's had bankruptcies, where it was filed, when it was, what type of bankruptcy it was, and what court it went through, what state it was.
And a law firm, too, I think.
Yeah, it'll tell you who the lawyer did it for you, all those things. It's a big deal when we're talking about people taking jobs with financial responsibility. And we've also had it where people were married for years and had no idea that their spouse had a bankruptcy.
Yeah.
What about that?
That's messed up.
Yeah.
That's so messed up.
You talk about hiding stuff well. So it gets into judgment. So if you don't know what a judgment is, it's where somebody sues you and you owe them money. And if you go sell real estate or anything big, that judgment can pop up and you have to pay that judgment before you can make that real estate transaction or other transaction, depending on what it is. Judgments are a big deal. We talked about it, I think, on one of our first podcasts we did, where should you do a background check on the person you want to get married to?
Yeah.
All right.
I think you should, for sure.
But yeah, especially financially, if you want to see if they got bankruptcies, judgments, if they don't handle money well, those will tell you. And it's a big deal. And I'm slouching back here. My back's starting to hurt, Victoria. I got to scoot up.
Does it show student loans and stuff? Or?
It does not show loan. That to be on your credit report, which we do not do.
Liens.
Yeah. So tax liens are a big deal. We just had a case where there's a doctor and he was cheating on his wife. We showed that, right? But we always do a comprehensive report on our subjects we're investigating every time. So when Jillian goes to put these in the system, the first thing she does is run a TLO report on the subject. And it reveals a lot of stuff to these people that's been married for years that they didn't know about. This guy had over almost $1 million in tax liens for his business. He's a doctor, his business. And you talk about being mad. That woman had no idea that this was going on. You got to pay your taxes.
Oh my gosh.
If you don't want to pay your taxes, move somewhere where they don't have taxes.
Yeah, for real.
Third world country or something.
$1 million in liens. Oh my gosh.
State and federal, by the way. But anyways, so yeah, it tells you all those things. The big one is criminal history.
Yes.
We get a lot of people, it can be a variety of reasons. Employment, getting married. We do this a lot for people when they're in a custody dispute. And they say, hey, they're getting ready to get married to this person and we want to know about them, the opposing party. And we run it and they got a criminal history. Who do you think is the worst state for reporting criminal history to public databases?
Don't tell me it's Alabama.
Alabama.
Oh, no.
It's so slow. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Now it shows up in there, but it could be slow, right?
Take a year or two to hit.
Fortunately, we're here. So we just run it through what we call jail view and it tells us immediately. But reporting to the public information databases, Alabama's slow. It does show up. It just takes some time. So
that's wrong.
We're a little slow down here. We do other things great, but not that one. So, but
that's something you want done fast, though. I don't know.
Criminal history is a big deal. If you get your kids staying somewhere and they're a violent felon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they did their jail time and all that, but I don't know if I'd want my children hanging out with a violent felon.
Yeah.
Convicted felon, too.
Yeah.
The included in that is the sex offender registry to show us that. So we've had cases where women or men, usually women, were cheating on their husbands with some cool guy that drives a motorcycle. Let's look at Victoria's jacket real quick. The Harley Davidson baby. She says she's not a driver, but a rider.
I'm a backpack.
You just hang out with your fiance, right?
Yeah.
You just go places. But they're going out with this guy or whatever, and they are on the sex offender registry. And these people have children. And it's not a good, what do you think of that, Victoria?
That's why you should know who you're around. You shouldn't just let anybody around your kids, man.
Right. They do, though.
Put up such a front.
Yeah, they do. We've had them where a guy is being investigated for taking pictures of young girls up their dresses at the Buc-ee's.
The Buc-ee's, man. Yeah.
And he has not been convicted, so he's not on the registry yet. But it looks like he's going to be convicted of that. So
Buc-ee's Bandit.
Buc-ee's Bandit. The BB. Bravo.
It's not funny, but my gosh.
We could write a book let's write a fiction story about that. So it also gets on the watch list. All right. So there is a watch list in the United States. You got the big ones that you hear about on Fox News all the time, the terror watch list. All right. Yeah. But there's also a watch list you can be on there if you've been barred from doing business with the government. So say you had a government contract and you're supposed to provide a service to the government or a product, and you did not fulfill your contract. You can be put on a watch list. And all it is if you go in to bid on a contract, you can't bid on it. It shows up immediately and you can't bid on it. So we've had people where that was the case before, where they screwed up their government contract and they couldn't, they're on the watch list. So yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. That's if you see that on there, it's very rare we see it on there.
I'm like, how can you, I mean, I know like my mom, she works at SAIC and does contract work through the government. So like if she did something there that didn't complete it, she'd end up on the list.
It'd be SAIC more than it would be her.
Okay.
Or if one of the principals at SAIC, one of the main owners, did something bad, then they would show up on it. But probably not Mama.
Gotcha.
She'd just get fired.
Okay, I got you. Okay, that makes sense. That checks out.
She would just get fired probably, but it'd be the big company that would be responsible for that.
And they could no longer do bidding with the government.
Right.
I got you.
Yeah. And somebody like SAIC, it's a big deal. Not 100% of their business comes from the government. So
right. Yeah.
You also got licenses. We got their doctors, pilots, nurses, teachers. It all shows up on there. We've seen where people were teachers in one state, it tells them why they got their license removed on there. They got unlicensed. Is that the word? In one state.
Yeah.
But then they got hired in another state under that state license. And nobody else knew about it until we started reporting it.
Oh my gosh.
And we got to dig in a little deeper. And that person, she didn't get convicted of having a sexual relationship with students, but she did some got a little too close with them.
Yeah.
So they removed her.
Yeah.
Right. And that got reported here. And we reported to our client, then they reported to the school board, and she got removed as a teacher. So
good.
Anyway, we've seen where nurses had their license removed in one state before, and they were working in another, and it got hired in another state. I don't see how it doesn't get reported by the national. I think nursing has a national board. Not sure.
Yeah, and you think with like the travel nursing and stuff being so at play that they'd be on top of it,
right?
Yeah,
but it does happen, and it does tell if their license is removed. We had a guy pretending to be a doctor. He was a doctor at one time.
Okay, if that helps.
But he'd opened up a store in Huntsville where he was doing hair transplants. Ugh. Maybe I should have been a client, Victoria. And
hair transplant.
But he didn't have to. You don't have to be a medical doctor to do that. All right. But he was putting on his commercials that he was a medical doctor.
Oh no.
And his competition hired us to show that he had it removed. So,
oh my gosh.
You shouldn't say who you're not. We got investigators that say they're a licensed investigator, but they're not. So
it happens all the time.
It happens all the time. But yeah, that was an interesting one. And then we get into Alicourt.
Yes, and I don't know too much about Alicourt.
Oh,
I don't get in there like you get in there.
Victoria, Alicourt makes me want to scream a little bit.
I've heard it's just a horrible system.
It's a clunky 1990s internet system.
Yeah.
It's just, you're quicker to go to the courthouse and dig through the files yourself, but we use it. All right. Alicourt is the Alabama court system where you go in and can see what's been any court proceeding. You can go in and look it up and see what happened, see all the documents and evidence associated with it. We use it a lot. We just had one where, this is a good one. All right.
Okay.
So we don't have a script, do we, Victoria?
No, we don't.
I kind of go through these and they come to mind, and these stories come to mind. So we got a couple that called us. They're a married couple, and they have been taking care of the clients. It'd be like the client's sister got on drugs and lost custody of her baby. And our client took this child in and want to adopt it.
Oh,
okay. One of those deals.
Yeah.
But out of the woodworks comes the baby's other daddy. All right. And he's on drugs too. But his sister wants to adopt the child too. So they're arguing over who can adopt this child.
Okay.
So they hired us just to look into these people.
Yeah.
All right. We got into Alicourt and saw where 5 times they had filed for divorce. This couple wanted to adopt a kid, but they didn't go through with it. So there's trouble on the home front.
For sure.
Doesn't look good when you're adopting, when you adopt a baby.
I feel like people have to go through. So when I got adopted, my parents had to show your fridge to the people. Like you have to go through a whole.
I've been asked to do those where we go in and do a home inspection and we go in and take pictures and ask some questions and do a video of the home just to see make sure the kid's not moving into a shack down by the river. Right.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, they had some problems with their marriage obviously going on, and they got reported and they got shut down. The judge said, no, you're not going to be able to adopt it until you get your lives in order kind of thing. So our client was happy about that.
All came from Alicourt. Into a almost broken home.
Question I have, why didn't my client's lawyer find that? They have access to Alicourt too.
Really, though?
But anyway.
He's not doing his due diligence.
We did, though.
Yep.
And we showed, so also in that case, the father of the baby was not supposed to be around this kid because he's on drugs and had some issues.
Yeah.
We showed that he was over at their house when initially the court let them see the child for a week at a time here and there. He'd be over there all day by himself with the kid, all that. So it was not good. So we had physical surveillance and research. So look at that, Victoria.
Right.
We're investigators or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. So yeah. How much time we got, Victoria? Yeah. So that's kind of the comprehensive search. Any other questions about it?
A lot that goes into it. It's so worth background searching someone if you're trying to get involved with them for real.
Trying to get information on them. Yeah. It's a tool we got. Well, we pay for it, and it's very quick and it's very detailed. And so that's all we got for today. And we'll be back with some new episodes pretty soon.
Yeah.
Victoria always ends dramatically. Look at her. So her time in the sun. So, all right. See y'all.
Bye.